Hello, I'm Andy, and I'm going to read to you a program called Tarot Monthly Horoscope, May 2018. And this is for you coming from Taurus. And so I use Kabbalistic tarot cards, and hang on, let me give it a shuffle. And these cards have zodiac signs, and they also have signs of planets, so that helps me quite a lot. Now, this first card that I've pulled for you has got to do with the first 15 days of May. And the first 15 days of May for you coming from Taurus are going to be very lucky. They help you to make changes, they bring good news. So let's start with your romance area. And if you find a romance in the first 15 days, you is going to be a pretty good one, making you very happy, and you're going to be proud of this person who's become your romantic partner. If you have an existing romance, it's going to be pretty happy. There is a sense of competition going on here. So the situation is good, but you tend to want to attract the limelight, the card says. You want to be the central figure in this romance. Well, when you do that, there will be some provocation, and this will provoke your romance partner to compete with you. Competition can be in many ways. It can be where isolation can result, where you look after yourself and I look after myself, you keep your money and I'll keep my money. That kind of competition is not good in romance. So be careful of that in the first 15 days. Then the area of marriage is about the same thing. There's lack of togetherness, there's a lack of bonding. But you tell yourself that your marriage area can be improved a great deal. And in this first 15 days, you can attract plenty of help from your marriage partner. The way to do it is to take the soft approach. If you are demanding of nature in the area of romance or marriage, you will find that you won't get your way very easily, and you won't get the happiness you expect as well. So try to be the kind person. The Kabbalistic cards have planet signs and zodiac signs, and I see this card as pretty favorable for you in the marriage area. It's in the short-term area of romance you have to be a bit cautious because perhaps you don't know each other well enough. But in marriage, there are long-term planets here that say you can overcome things. So rather than retaliate, well, it's you listening to me, rather than retaliate, try to find a compromise, try to show support, and the first 15 days will help you a lot in the marriage area. I want to talk to you about your job area, and you can get very good news in the first 15 days. You are doing something very good, and it is being appreciated. You can rise, the card says, and so you can be in the limelight, which means that you either get good status, or you get a good position, or you're openly rewarded by your bosses. If you are in business, go all out to chase for the tenders. Go all out, meet business partners. Your aura will be shining in this first 15 days. And so you get extremely lucky. So don't just sit back, don't be content, and make your contacts, and you will just be attracted to contracts as well. So very nice first 15 days for you in business. Your general financial area, from the colors I see on this card, you're very happy. So you're bound to be very lucky in that as well. All right, let me pick the second card for you, which will be the last 15 days. And I'll later on give you your lucky dates, your lucky ages, based on these cards and things like that. Now, this card that you have pulled for the last 15 days is not good at all. It shows that you will be at the losing end, basically. So the last thing you want to show is to be demanding or provocative. Let's start with your romance area for the last 15 days. And if you find the romance is going to be not a good one, have a double, trouble, 3 times look at it before you dive into it. It shows that a tendency to dominate will come, and a tendency to be very fiery will come from this new romance partner you might get in the last 15 days. So if you don't get anybody, it would be much better in the last 15 days. If you already have an ongoing romance, it's going to be very difficult. Your problems will include in the last 15 days of either you or your romance partner being very stubborn. And also some things of the past are going to be brought about. And also this card warns you about arrogance. So make sure the arrogance don't come from you. If it comes from your romance partner, just remain calm. No need to retaliate. And the last thing it says to you is don't dominate. Be flexible, be negotiable. Now if I apply this card to your marriage, it's about the same. Don't dominate, be negotiable. Your marriage, according to this card, is at great risk. At great risk because the opportunities coming in your marriage area are very few, which means you are not expecting what you want from your marriage partner, or perhaps your marriage partner is not expecting what he or she wants. So there's a lack of communication, perhaps a lack of bonding. So it's you listening to me. So make the attempt in these last 15 days. Make the attempt to get things right. Bend backwards, as we say, to accommodate what needs to make your marriage partner happy. And because I don't like this card, emotional separation can take place, it says, which means you don't care for each other. It can be as bad as that in the last 15 days in your marriage. Now, let's go to your job. And your last 15 days compared to the first 15 days are very insecure. Things are going very wrong. Either you have gone into a trouble of miscommunication or made mistakes, or either you're finding differences with your bosses. Something has gone very wrong in these last 15 days. So since you heard it from me, tell yourself you have to work harder. You have to show that you are loyal to the firm, the company you're working for. And you just have to give the impression to your bosses that you're willing to just go to any length to help the company. You can do a turnaround if you do this. If you remain isolated and don't care, then the situation can be, last 15 days, a lot of stress on your job, even to the point of making you very unhappy. General finances are not good in the last 15 days. So the last thing you want is to splurge your money. Now I'm going to look at both cards here to advise you on your lucky dates. And you coming from Taurus, very surprisingly, your lucky dates from here show that if you happen to be your lucky dates, the dates are the 1st, 10th, 19th or the 28th, which can bring luck for you. So bookmark the 1st, 10th, 19th or 28th of May and try to do important things to help, whether your romance, your marriage, your job, your business. There'll be some special energy for you. I said I'm surprised because these are normally not your best dates, but this is a signal from the card. It says your aura will be very strong on the 1st, 10th, 19th and 28th. So go and chase for what you want and you should be able to get it. Now regarding your lucky ages. The ages which I feel will do very well in the month of May would be, well, I'm going to follow the sun signs here shown on the card and say that if you happen to be the ages of 19 or 28 or 37 or 46 or 55 or 64 or 73, some good news or some good things may come your way. So the possibility of enhancing your job, enhancing the chances of a new job or going to new businesses, this is a card of newness, or finding a new romance or finding new ways to keep your marriage partner happy. All this is very possible. So get active on these if you're of these ages. If you're not of these ages, well, don't panic. I just plucked out a certain group of ages to make this as an example. The way to find out would be to have a 90-minute Skype session with me. And in these 90 minutes, I'll tackle your next 7 or 8 years based on your date of birth, your time of birth, looking at your palms. And with all that information, I will help you in all areas of your life. So go to Facebook, go to Skype, go to email and send me a message. Now regarding your health areas, these cards show that if ever any health issues come for you, you coming from Taurus in the month of May, it would have to do with your knees or your ankles. So your lower limbs are at risk here. So just be cautious how you walk, how you climb stairs, how you do whatever you're doing that can injure your knees and your ankles. Okay? It could be from gout, it could be from ligament, it could be a tear of the muscles, it could be anything. These two areas I identify, the knees and the ankles. Well, it was good talking to you, and I hope to hear from you through Skype or through Facebook or to send me an email, and let's get down so that I can help you for the next 7 or 8 years in all areas of your life. Until then, thank you, good luck.